Alright, hello everybody and welcome on back to Wizard Island. I'm actually starting to think I want to do something up in the air. So, but until then, I did want to make sure that I wrote down or did some mention of, hmm, trying to think of how best to explain it. So, huh, I got it. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do the glow stones out in the middle of the ocean. Wait, actually, let's. Yes! Alright. So now what we can do is this is just some knowledge out here in the middle, floating in the middle of here. Basically what I'm gonna do. Mm, I don't have feathers. Where did I leave the feathers? Or did I get rid of those? I might have gotten rid of them. Anyways, so the four areas of behavior in regards to assertiveness. Yeah, I got rid of them. Dang it. Um, Assertiveness, aggressiveness, passiveness, and aggressiveness. So basically, it's win-win, lose-lose, win-lose, lose-win are the ways that we split that up. Gonna need to find some chickens. Also, I should probably put some of this stuff in here. I do want to go plant some jungle trees. So let's go ahead and do that before I forget, because we're gonna definitely need a lot more wood. That was lucky that we found two by twos pretty quickly, but I want to make sure we have some backup going. Where is it? There. Just see if we can get that to grow. Maybe one over here. Still want to stay relatively close though, or at least like within view. But yeah, I'm gonna have some interesting construction ideas for this area. Oh, and happy National Women's Day, which I think it's Women's History Month, and then there's National Women's Day today, I believe. And I've seen some discussions on the X app where people don't even want women to vote. Sorry, I still cannot, like, it just bewilders me that's even a thing. Like, people think that, and not a lot of people, mind you. The argument that I've been seeing is, until women are drafted, they shouldn't have equal rights as men, or they shouldn't be able to vote, or something like that. Like, that's basically the gist of it, is just being draftable. Now, never mind that they're already serving in combat roles, they're, losing limbs and having PTSD, all just as fine as, the next guy, like, or a guy. So, and definitely more than people that get a case of bone spurs and don't even serve. Oh, I'm just kidding. I didn't serve either. So I was trying to, and then I failed the UA in basic, and I didn't make it. There you go. And I am so thankful that that happened because, ugh, you want to talk about human psychology. I was bloodthirsty, ready to kill people in the Middle East. I was so mad. Like, I was like, oh, those terrorists, they bombed our towers, they flew planes into our country, like, they destroyed, blah, 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 blah. And, like, don't get me wrong, it was a horrible event, but, South Park did an episode on it, Loose Change did a whole movie analyzing it, Zeitgeist did a three-part movie that started, whoa, what is that? Rooted dirt in the wild? What is that? What is it? Berries and stuff? Interesting. I forget what that. I mean, that kind of looks familiar. Like there's now. Anyways, um, false flags. So we've known that the U.S. is capable of doing them. They tried to do it with the Bay of Pigs, with Cuba, to make a false flag attack. And if you don't know what a false flag attack is, I'll tell you. It's it's where they fake out being attacked. It's like an NBA fall. Like you fall and you try to make the ref be like, "Oh my gosh, that he just got fouled. Let's give him a penalty shot." Only this is on a much more drastic and life or death scale. Like, "Hey, let's fly our planes into our own towers and then blame the Muslims, and then we can invade them for 20 years and kill 500,000 of them." And that's just the civilians, let alone like the actual Taliban. There was like 500,000 that were just in prison, I want to say, for the Taliban. It was like 400 to 500,000 civilians over the 20-year span that died. I know I bring that up a lot, but it's important because America, it's a great country. I love my country. I was so lucky to be born here. But what if I hadn't been? You know, what if I was born in Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, you know, all of these places over there, anywhere else, literally anywhere else. Let's see, I need chickens. I don't think I'm gonna find chickens in the jungle. I mean, that seems so simple in hindsight, but honestly, like, I can feed the parrots. Also, I need more seeds too. This isn't gonna cut it. So once I find some chickens and lure them back here and then have a chicken farm. Alright, let us go explore. I'm gonna need to go that way actually, so I'm gonna have to cross. Trying to think. Anyways, I don't know. Hold on. Ah, okay, sorry. I was getting thirsty. Whee! No, I do want to say that, you know, like, I am excited about how far women have come in the world, but there is so much farther we need to go. I'm a big fan of Allie K. Miller because she's a very intelligent, beautiful woman, married, by the way, I'm pretty sure. But like I could do anything even if she wasn't. But no, she is beautiful, and she plays piano. She knows artificial intelligence, and she does a bunch of stuff on LinkedIn. That's how I found her, was the old LinkedIn. But actually, let's make some torches. And I never really put down this thing, so. All right, but anyways, and she's just a great inspiration for, I don't know, say my daughter, who I don't want to be pigeonholed into being a wife, a stay-at-home, like, baby making, like, cook, dishwasher, and that's it. You know, if you confine somebody to that limit, that limitation, it's gonna go bad. It's gonna get ugly for you. I mean, you don't, no. Nobody wants to be pigeonholed in that. Now, granted, there's some people out there that would definitely, like, love the old traditional ways where they don't have to go to work and they are, and that's a whole Muslim ideology of the oppression that they have of women. It's not intentional. It's more an unintended consequence of trying to protect their women and treat them all as queens. But then at the same time, it's like, you know, what was it in Fight Club? The queen is the only, or the worker bees get to come and go as they want. The queen is really the slave that has to stay in the hive or something like that. And so, and that kind of accidentally happens. Wait a minute, we gotta go all the way around or through the other side. We could try up here. That looks like, I'm looking at the mini map and trying to see where the jungle peters out and goes into some non-jungle. So I can try to find chickens. I'll keep this out just in case. Oh, we got pandas. We're gonna have to get some bamboo going. I saw some earlier. So, yeah, it's gonna make for a nice base. Okay, should be on the other side of here. Anyways, I'm just same with the relationship stuff, and that's why I wanted to put those four corners of the different emotions or behaviors, because it is important to understand, like, assertive is where you want to be. That's where it's a win-win. Like, you're confident, you're like, you know, you're trying to get your needs met, and then you're trying to get the other person's needs met. Ooh. It's a win-win. So, passive is where it's a lose-lose. And I'd say that's more because it was omitted. Like, there's no, I was gonna say, usually there's like a whole block of gold. You could just, ooh, two of them? I gotta be careful because those that know, there's sometimes lava in these places. So, yeah, I'm gonna take this because I will want a nether portal, but I need to make sure that it's far enough away from my original one. So I just want to keep that one. So we might not be able to have a nether portal at this jungle base. We might have to zoom off west. And that's fine. I mean, it's a small price to pay for, because it's frustrating. You get um, you end up getting the portals, and then they overlap, and then they don't work properly. So, anyways, psychology. We need to be able to understand ourselves before we start to try to solve problems with other people. We need to understand how our brains work before we try to figure out other people's brains. And they're all the same. I mean, Asian, white, black, Indian, whatever, like all the different types and cultures and races or whatever you want to call them. The differences are only skin deep. And really not trying to sound like racist in any way there, but like seriously, I was that mad at brown people in the desert for something that my government might have and probably did do, or at least to a point. Like bamboozled, tricked, hoodwinked into taking a life, which, and as growing up Christian, killing people, thou shalt not kill, it's kind of a big deal. It's one of the 10 things. Okay, don't do these 10 things. I mean, okay, there's the 7 deadly sins, which those are behaviors that are, what is it? In fact, we should list all of those. And like, I'll go with what I know, and then we can work our way out there and like add in Islam and Hindu and, or Hinduism, and Judaism. Just kind of build on it. Just have like a big ol' what? That looked weird. Oh, and a cave. Anyways, some diorite in there. Still looking for a chicken. We're ending up getting a lot closer to our original base. Oh, and I had to do a couple double takes because if you look at this map, actually, let's get the other map out for side-by-side comparison. Um, those sandy islands, I mistook those so bad because like they do look similar, even though they're not. Like when I was going up there, I was like, wait, my base should be up here somewhere. And then I was thinking of the sandy island on the right versus, I almost want to say, I guess they do look like they're about the same size. The one on the right looks like it could be one iteration smaller, but it is called 4 out of 4 when it's the maximum size. So, anyways, let's go back to looking for a chicken. Or two. We need two. In fact, this is going to be very painful if we just have to do one chicken at a time. In fact, I'm tempted to just make a chicken farm wherever I find chickens, and then just breed them there, then transport them back. So anyways, back to my little like ramblings there. So understanding psychology. Now the anger, both projected and like the real perceived, projected, internalized. Oh, look at all that. Oh, I wish I had a ladder. But for now, you're both gonna go in there. Okay. I was gonna say, I do have sticks or wood or something. No, I guess I got rid of the sticks. I made all those torches. Alright, well, we're gonna need some wood. Okay, we'll make a ladder. Just chillax here. Um, hmm. Alright, so that didn't work out as quite as well as I thought. So, anyways, sorry, that's just, we're kind of like nose blind to our own goofs in this country because it's unpatriotic, first of all, to question any of what's gone on. And mind you, there's a meme that I posted on the Facebooks a while ago with George Washington standing in a boat with his soldiers crossing the Delaware. And the story behind that was on Christmas morning, I think it was Christmas morning, from one Christian nation to another, England versus America, George Washington crossed a boat, or crossed a river on a boat, and attacked his enemies while they were still sleeping. Well, that sounds kind of messed up, huh? Like that's kind of. Alright, we did all of that just for this, so we could do this. So now, if I hop on down there, I can hop out. Alright, now, let's go ahead and see, are you ready to breed again? Yes, nice. Let's get another couple ducks. Actually, we could just take all 4 of these and just very slowly. Yeah, let's do it. Everybody out. Alright, and off to the Wizard Island. Let's actually take this thing too. Ah. Okay, all 4 of you? Alright. One big happy family. Incestuous animal family. Alright. Which everything is incestuous the way that it just works in Minecraft. Because it would be too complicated to just, simplicity is key in this game. You don't have to think too much about that. There's not a whole lot of psychology and decision making going on in this game. There's just whatever the code is, and the code determines the resulting actions. Like how they're following me. But they won't keep following me unless I wait for them to catch up. There's a limit to how long they'll be attracted to this. And then they'll just forget what they're doing and wander off, and if I become too far away from them. And again, I think Minecraft runs on cycles, just like computers, so every like so many, or ticks, and so it's like a measurement of time, or the passage of time, and then, which are very short, and then each tick, their code is like, well, if there's a seed nearby, or if the player is holding a seed, and is within a certain radius, excuse me, they shall follow. Alright, off we go. Also, we can make books and quills and arrows and whatever else we need feathers for. I mean food too, but we don't really eat in peaceful. We don't have to. It's one of the nice things, like, it's a fun mechanic when you're trying to play that, but when you're just trying to just peacefully run around and build things and do things. Oh, we lost one. Let's see. Alright. And might as well try to get more seeds on the way. Now it's funny because they don't eat the seeds on the ground. You have to have them in your hand. So, which is kind of a good thing. So otherwise they could lose interest in you and just go off and eat seeds that they find on the ground. Alright, this is going to be a challenge. So you gotta go nice and slow. Wait for them. Okay, I was like, where's the 4th one? Alright. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. So, anyways, and that's just a brief history of America so far. So we've got, like, our founding fathers, like, the people that we hold in the highest regard as patriots of our country, or, like, the proud people, or the people that are doing good according to the people. Some people, not all people. It's good to be a patriot, but at the same time, it's like free speech. Like, freedom of speech is important. It's crucial. However, not all speech is protected, because once it starts, like, harming people, and it has to really harm, too. It's not, because that is one thing that I saw. Elon posted this book review about how we're actually inducing mental illness, or mental illness or mental issues by focusing so much on remediating mental illness. And by that I mean by constantly asking kids, how are you feeling? Do you feel like hurting yourself? Do you feel like are depressed, or do you have any lack of ambition, or things like that you got to be careful with, because then they're going to start thinking, well, maybe I am depressed, like they keep asking me about this, like, so. Oh, okay, we at least just need two of you. Can we get all oh, we got three. Oh, four. All right, cool. Let's try to go up here. Very good. Oh, almost. There you go. Come on. Okay. So, I don't know. Anyways, it all comes down to the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and I don't know if that's a V or a W or whatever, but it's where you focus on the id, or you focus on the basic necessities first, and then you work your way up to being concerned about the community. I'm totally butchering that, but it's like if you think about how the food pyramid used to be. Oh, come on, where's the fourth one? Come on. All right. It used to be like a bunch of grains and wheat and grains and cereals at the bottom, the base. And oh, this is a cool place. Let's go down in here. Surprised I still have all four of them. We're getting close to the lake. There we go. Okay, but anyways, basic needs: food, shelter, and survival, the procreation of the species. Now, those are the basic necessities, and how we obtain those, and how efficiently we obtain those, is the driving factor to why we do anything in this world, or most things in this world. I'm hungry. I need to get some food. Well, I need money to go buy food, or because growing food isn't realistic on the average timeline for people. So we need to figure out ways to incorporate. Um, Here we go. Now we can do this little chicken farm. Okay. And there we go. Alright, and I do have a chest, so let's go ahead and have a chest nearby, so we can have seeds. Oops. Just going to put half of them in here. Really, we should do some farming here. So I need feathers. Was the whole point of that whole exercise. Feathers so I could write books, so I could write the 4 coordinates of that. Also, I just completely forgot. Okay. This is where the chicken farm is. Oh, what? What happened? Oh no. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Okay, okay. Don't panic, don't panic. I'm not panicking, you're panicking. Um. Hmm. Okay. I think the ocelots eat the chickens. So you have to protect the chickens. And I know that like we only just turned our back for a little bit, but now I think we should be safe. Dang it. Okay, well, at least as long as we have that, I think we're okay. But the ocelot could very well spawn in there, so it's gonna be annoying. Do they really kill chickens? I mean, so I know foxes kill sheep. Well, either way, we've got, let's see. Oh no, now I need ink, which is back on the, oh. So I need 4 of these. Book and quill, healthy relationships, no, mental wellness, musings, book and quill, there we go. Okay, so closest to the work table, we'll do assertive, which is also known as win-win. Or respect for me, respect for myself. And respect for you. For yup. Okay, so yeah, that's what assertive is, like in an ideal world. It's not always like completely cut and dry like that. And that's something that I feel like a lot of people don't understand with like anything dealing with the mental states, is it's not an exact science. Like there's not like this, same with like country borders. There's not like this big colorful like green or brown or blue or pink border that's drawn on the world. That's all imaginary, made up just so we can kind of understand what's what. Same with this, like, you know, if you're just acting assertive one day, that doesn't mean you can't dip into passive aggressive or, you know, on any of the other 4 corners. These are just guidelines to show you, like, these are the 4 extremes of just kind of behavior, like how you interact with people. So assertive is the ideal behavior. So let's see, like, ideal behavior to strive for. Strive for. Okay, and there we go, and bada bing. I don't know which direction we want that to face. Okay, so now we're going to do the opposite. Passive, passive. And that's a lose-lose. Oh, and that's already another episode, but yeah. Let's see, passive, passive. Let's go ahead and just do that for now. Let's go ahead and finish up the 2. So that's this other one. And then this one is aggressive. And then this one is, oops, passive aggressive. And so those are the four main schools of thought as far as this is concerned. Passive aggressive is where you're, um, on the outside you're, let's see, passive aggressive. You're trying to be overly polite to other people, but then you remember that you were overly polite and you try to correct that in an aggressive way, or like a concealed aggressive way. Mm, It's a really jerk move to do passive aggressive. But anyways, let's see. Yeah, we're just over 30 minutes now, so we'll go ahead and put those here. We can definitely expand on that at a later time. So for now, we've got that set up. We've got a nice little platform out here in the middle of nowhere. I do want to build a floating platform. I thought that would be even cooler than this. I mean, this is still cool, and I'd probably have like a water elevator to come from this all the way up, but I might actually pare this back and just have the floating glowstones with the books to kind of, mark, okay, here's the four main types of behavior. And that's just one way of thinking of the human mind. But those are the four main extremes, or just the main categorizations. And of course, usually people are like, okay, I'm over here, or maybe today I'm feeling more over here, or maybe today I'm over here, like kind of in between them two, or I'm all this, or I'm all that. It's like a lot of blending. And again, it goes back to, did you eat enough for breakfast? That's why it's the most important meal of the day. Do you have enough water? Is your brain functioning? And do you have enough not other things going on? Is your life to a point where you're not worried about your basic needs, your survival? Can you focus on other things? Like, or do you even have the mental bandwidth to get past like your immediate needs and issues? There's a lot of factors. So, anyways, I digress. Ta-ta for now, and I will see you in the next one. Probably not until Sunday, because I think I'm getting tired and I'm going to go to bed soon. So, ta-ta for now. I will see you in the next one.